Well, I was here at City Hall today to just engage in the public hearing. I actually did not end up speaking. Once I got here, I actually felt like I knew that when I spoke, it's not like I would have been getting any answers, so I abstained from speaking.
Okay, and so why did you feel like you wouldn't receive any answers? Do you think that a lot of people in the community feel that same way?
I think potentially. I mean, and it's sad that I even said that because I am an organizer, and we were here in January, and I was working with folks to get people here in January, and then we were here again last week speaking to council persons, and it was just the same old story about we're trying to do this, we're trying to do that, oh, we're doing our best, and no one is actually challenging the mayor. It's like he gives us this thing and we're going to approve it, rather than saying actually this is what we believe as a council, this is what we believe for our constituents, this is what we believe for our community. No one is doing that. It's just approving whatever the mayor says, and then they expect us to just be okay with that, right? Wingo gives this whole speech about, oh, we're just swinging, I hope the community is okay with me just swinging the bat even though I didn't get a home run. That's BS, right? You can actually try harder. They all can try harder. I mean, the police budget, right? Our police budget is $137 million, going to be increased to $137 million this year from $133 million last year. And that is absurd, right? What are they doing? They have $9.5 million in police overtime that can actually be used in community resources. Studies show that if you actually invest money into communities and community resources, they actually are safer. But what we're doing is there's the perception that communities are safer because we keep hiring all these police, and we're hiring them to harass us, right? We are paying essentially for the police to harass our communities, and that's ridiculous. So what we believe in and what we're fighting for is actually participatory budgeting, which happens is that the community gets to decide what they want. So we can do a citywide process where people put forth proposals, and then people from each neighborhood or where the project is proposed comes in and votes on it. So that's actually the concept that I really appreciate, because then it does make it more democratized. People actually are engaged in the process, and people are actually understanding what real democracy is supposed to be like. If people are interested, they can be in touch with Just Resisting / Black Love Resisting Arrest or Clean Air Coalition to get involved in participatory budgeting process.
And so what can they do? Follow you guys on Facebook?
Oh yeah, follow us on Facebook.
Okay, cool.